615, Byron Glover Jr. here in the 2019 Rolls Royce Cullinan.
Yeah, even when pressed, I don't need rest, no, you don't impress, no, you don't impress, no, play the whole game like half, might tap my neck, might shake back, might shake mine, build that money, watch it stretch, yeah, even when pressed, yeah, I don't need rest, no, you don't impress.
What's going on, Drive 615, Byron Glover Jr. here, hope you all are doing well. Sorry I've been a little MIA lately on the channel, but I'm making up for it today because I've got a pretty special vehicle that I'm going to be reviewing for you all. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It is the 2019 Rolls Royce Cullinan. I'm here at Manhattan Motorcars in New York City, and we're going to take a look around the inside and the outside of this vehicle. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's Rolls Royce's first SUV, and it's their first all-wheel drive vehicle as well. As you can take a look here at the front, the styling cues were borrowed from what I'm going to be calling its younger brother, the Phantom. I feel like this is the bigger brother to that car. The color on this car is Iguiza blue, and the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is named after the Cullinan diamond, which is the world's largest rough gem diamond, weighing in at over 3,100 carats. And that's a fitting name because this is a very statuous and large vehicle. Starting out right here in the front, you'll notice that the Spirit of Ecstasy is not your typical stainless steel. This is an illuminated Spirit of Ecstasy, which will fully illuminate once it's dark outside. This looks absolutely beautiful. This is retractable, of course, which you can control from the inside of the vehicle, which I'll show you here shortly. We work our way down here. We have our iconic Rolls-Royce badge. We've got myself, and we have our first camera right there nestled in the grille, followed by a radar sensor down here as well. The daytime running lights on this car are absolutely beautiful and very iconic as well. Let's take a quick second to talk about the idea or the vision behind the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Of course, Rolls-Royce is known for its luxury and its craftsmanship, so their idea was to kind of encapsulate that luxury in a vehicle that could go outside of its elements. Whether that be the rough New York streets, only kidding, but the potholes here are pretty bad, or whether that be the sand dunes or the snow or driving through a river. I mean, I've seen some epic videos of this car, and they're really putting it through its paces. And to me, that kind of juxtaposition of an absolutely luxurious vehicle doing what you don't think a luxurious vehicle would do is pretty incredible. So not only are you getting pure comfort and luxury and craftsmanship from the Rolls-Royce brand, you're also getting off-road capabilities and practicality and, you know, a great car for adventure, whatever that may be, and you can do that in style. So as we work our way around to the side of the vehicle, we are on 22-inch 7-spoke fully polished wheels. This is an upgraded option. It also comes with 21-inch wheels, but we've got 22-inch wheels all the way around, sitting on 255 Conti Sports in the front, wrapped in 285 Conti Sports in the rear. One iconic part of the Rolls-Royce is the balanced center caps, so whenever you're driving, these will always remain upright. The logo will always remain in place as it's balanced whenever you're driving. Attention to detail was not overlooked on this vehicle. If you look right here, we have the double R Rolls-Royce logo on something as small as the valve cap. So the car is currently locked. To lock the Rolls-Royce on the key fob, you simply press the center button with the Rolls-Royce logo. That will lock it. There's also one other way to lock it. I'll show you here in a second. To unlock it, you're going to press this upward facing arrow. As you do that, you'll get a light indication in the rear, as well as this light right here will illuminate underneath the Rolls-Royce badge on the driver's side. Right there. To lock it again, you can simply push on this button right here, and that will lock the car as well. Now that we've worked our way around to the rear of the vehicle, let's go ahead and press the square button on the key fob to open up the rear boot. The gate will lift simultaneously as this gate lowers. There's a sunshade right here that's deployed. You can simply fold this up to give you room to put it whatever you need it into, and then you can also lower it back down, of course, to cover up whatever you have when the rear boot is closed. Now, we'll open up this, revealing a secret compartment, so to speak. Looks like we have a tool in here, some room for some storage. One thing that's unique is, though, although you can't probably tell, this is kind of a velvet velour type material. Again, attention to detail here. This is something that not many people would see, maybe not even use, yet they used such a nice material to finish this in. Just shows that they went the extra mile. Now we've got a tow hook strap right here, as well as here. Interior place right here where you can hook something. Same over here, we have a 12-volt plug right there, and then also the access to your fuse box. And what's cool about this is it pops out, but on the top of it, it's got a magnet. So it simply pops right in very easily. There's an option also, I should note too. $30,000, you can get 2 seats that you can put it back here if you'd like to have a picnic, or if you'd like to watch the races in the back of your Cullinan. Also, another thing to note that this Cullinan has is a partition glass. So there's glass between the rear boot space and the rear seats. Now we'll push this button here for a soft close of the boot. It'll fold up simultaneously at the same time the hatch comes down. Now, let's take a look at the back glass. You guys notice anything in particular? Right. The windshield blade, or the wiper blade, is actually tucked up underneath this rear spoiler here, which I think looks very aesthetically pleasing. Again, there's no clunky blade right here. It serves its purpose up under there, swipes down, and it looks very, very clean when you're looking at the car from the distance. Working our way down here, we have another Rolls-Royce badge. Of course, this is where the license plate would go. And then we have one cutout on each side, but within the cutout we have a dual exhaust, so making for a quad exhaust, a larger exhaust in the outer with a smaller exhaust on the inner. So if we take a look here, this is the gas cap, right? Nothing special, but look at this. I mean, absolutely gorgeous stainless steel with the Rolls-Royce logo on the center. You twist this here, it's got a little bit of a tip right there that you can plug right into this hole, which is, again, very, very convenient. For one, because you're not dangling your gas cap, gas isn't spilling, it's not touching the car, it just conveniently fits right in there, and you can pop it right back in as well. But it's just so amazing to me that they put so much attention to detail on some of the tiniest things people might not see that often. I like to point out here we've got the Rolls-Royce umbrella with the Rolls-Royce RR logo right on the edge. You push this right here, the umbrella will pop out, and then slide it back in until it clicks, and you're good to go. In the interior of the car, the primary color is Charles Blue. The secondary color that you see throughout is Scavaro Gray. And then we have a matte wood grain finish throughout the vehicle. We have the Rolls-Royce bespoke audio system. Make our way inside the Cullinan. We have illuminated door sills in the front and rear of the vehicle. Let's go ahead and step in on these lamb's wool floor mats. Again, this is another option on this car, and it's just so thick and lush. You really have to be here in person to kind of feel it and to see. I don't know if the video will do it justice. A little bit extra light, so we'll push this right here, fully illuminating this center compartment. Starting up here, we have these buttons 1 through 8, numbered 1 through 8. One really cool thing is you can push them. Sure, that's great, but if you'd like, you can just simply put your finger on it, and just having your finger on it will change through the different options. Much like on the Aston Martin DB11, for the volume adjustment, you can simply swipe left or right. And this is how you adjust the volume. Simply slide it across your finger, and that will raise or lower the volume. So really cool feature there. We've got a great blend of the stainless steel, wood grain, and leather. Push and pull on these buttons right through here, these levers or stalks over there as well. And on the driver's side too, to open and close your vents. Now, one thing that's pretty cool or unique is that you don't have a number. You can't just say I want it to be you know, 67 degrees or 74. You do it by pushing or sliding rather these little knobs right here, and you can actually feel it vibrating as you click it. Not like an electronic vibration, but you can just feel it as it moves along. You can independently do the top and the bottom as well. We have the speeds of the fan, or how high you want it to blow. We have soft, medium, high, and max for the passenger side and driver as well. So let's take a look at the center command center of this car. We'll start here with the Spirit of Ecstasy button. This little knob here is covered in leather around the outer ring. Gives it a really nice feel. Feels like you're in power, in control when utilizing it. We have the media button here, which of course will allow you to access your music. Communications button, which will pull up an option for you to put in a phone where you can connect a telephone with the Rolls Royce roadside assistance. Menu just takes you back to your home screen where you can switch through some of the same buttons that are down here. It adds the applications and the My Vehicle and the notifications options as well, so a little bit more variety there. Map will give you access to your map where you can zoom in and out, of course, and then navigation will allow you to point your point of direction where you'd like to head your destination. The off-road button right here, again, will allow you to turn off traction control or DCS on or off, and then it will actually raise the vehicle 40 millimeters and adjust some of the braking and the acceleration to adapt to whatever terrain you are on. A huge panoramic roof, which is quite large actually. It fully extends into the halfway through the rear seat. So much attention to detail in this vehicle. If you just look at it at first glance, it's almost easy to overlook, but when you spend some time in it and you kind of get a good feel for it, you really recognize just how beautiful it is. This handle right here, again, on most cars that's simply plastic or molded. This has a little bit of flex to it. It also has this stainless steel here as well as wrapped in leather. Pushing back on this will reveal your cup holders. In the center of the cup holders we have the Rolls-Royce RR logo as well. Again, quite a bit of detail. You can push back on this. That gives you another little secret compartment here. Simply pushing on that will automatically drop that there. We'll open up this, giving us access to our center console. Nice illuminated light, gives you more visibility. We've got a 12-volt plug in there as well. This is a phone charging station. You can simply plug your phone in right there, or not plug your phone in, but set your phone in rather, and will automatically begin charging. We have a secondary compartment here, which is nice and convenient. Maybe you could put something that you want to quickly access rather than digging around through here. You can just throw your wallet here, throw your keys here. Very nice option. One thing that I think is pretty cool is you can control the Spirit of Ecstasy by simply raising or lowering it. Pushing this button right here will actually do that right there. Now that the car's on, you can see a little bit of the illumination. Here we have our two heated seat buttons for the two front seats. There's heated seats in the rear as well. And then this is the heated steering wheel button. Moving down this way, we have the camera button, which gives a 360-degree view, top-down view of the car. Raising and lowering the car, your options are right here, and then we have our parking sensors here as well. The knob for the volume is right here. Here's your cruise control settings, your lane assist buttons, and a button right here for a microphone where you can tell them what you'd like to play. This says,
please give a destination input command.
Oh, let's try that again. Call Byron Glover Jr.
A Bluetooth device must be connected for this function.
Okay.
Mobile devices. Please continue using manual control.
Also right here we have a beautiful Cullinan analog clock positioned right over the passenger side seat. Here we have our front glove compartment. Also to the left of the push to start stop button, we have the intelligent safety button. That's this button right here, illuminated in green. You can turn that on for the vehicle as well. You can put it on an individual mode, or you can kind of configure an individual mode where it tells you about pedestrian warnings or front collision warnings or lane departure warnings, blind spot detection. Again, you can kind of tailor it to whatever you like. Go ahead and turn on the headlights for us as we hop out. The daytime running lights on this car are beautiful. They have a nice, very noticeable look, but this is what the front of the car looks like with the headlights fully on. And again, we have our iconic running lights. Before we hop into the rear, take a look at these lamb's wool floor mats. Again, these are just so soft and so plush. Wish you guys were here and you could feel it, because it's just beautiful. We'll take a look here. This is the rear floor air vent, again covered in stainless. Pretty beautiful. Now the functionality of this is not enabled on this. Again, this is a pre-production vehicle, but you would simply push this tray would pop down, push that, and the TV screen would reveal as well. I noticed this the other day as well. When you pull up on this and unzip that gives you access to your tethering straps for a car seat. So again, that's a pretty nice feature as well, that they kind of hid these on both sides as well, so it's not some clunky strap that's hanging out. Again, it's very discreet, and this would be if you would like to put a car seat in the back and you'd like to strap it down. Here we have our rear seat controls as well for the passenger side and driver side. You look through here, it's a similar setup to up front as far as the air goes, opening and closing the air, settings on the air. Here's your heated seat button. When you press this button right there, this will open up your rear command center. Again, we have the Spirit of Ecstasy logo in there as well. This is the same setup that we have right there. You can control whatever's on your screen on either side. We'll shut this and go ahead and open up this right here. We have our second set of cup holders back here, again with the Rolls-Royce logo at the base of the cup holder. Pulling back on this reveals your whiskey decanter and a place to put your champagne flutes if you wish. We have two 12-volt battery, 12-volt outlets here rather, and an option to put your phone to charge there as well, just like in the front. We'll close this, press this button right here. This will come down, and this gives you your chilled cooling station where you can put your champagne flute and put a bottle of champagne that will be nicely chilled for whenever you arrive to your destination. This right here is a USB-C plug, which is pretty great if you want to plug in maybe your laptop or phone of some sort. Right here is your massage seat buttons, and here is your automatic memory. In addition to these two air vents, we also have the two right here that you can adjust, open and close. Up underneath the bonnet of this beast is a 6.75 liter V12 borrowed from the Phantom, producing 570 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. All right guys, so as I wrap up my time with the all-new 2019 Rolls Royce Cullinan, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. The channel is Drive 615, Speed, Power, and Drive. Turn on the post notifications as well so you get a notification every time we post a new video just like this one. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys love this car? Do you think it's going to do well? Do you not like this car? Just let me know what you think. So thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next video.
You don't impress. No, no, no.